Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today it's gonna be pretty short. Um, we got this horizontal lines problem, and it's not really hard. Okay, no, it's been a while since we touched on Tracy, but really it's nothing hard. Main thing, as always, documentation is your best friend with dealing with any of this. Um, so what I did here the first time is that I tried to look for commands to make this like quicker, cause I could write backward 200 and that would take Tracy all the way to the beginning, and actually it would be like 150, and then Tracy would go to the midpoint of that circle. And then she'd have to do the circle with a radius of 50. Um, yeah, I mean, I still need to pen down after she goes backwards. But regardless, what I'm trying to say here is that there's a better way to do this. We're not yet into functions. That's like 2 units from now, where we start getting into for loops. But basically, I found out this command in the documentation that's called go_to. Go_to is one, and set position is the other. What these do basically is that because this world is a grid, it has units of measurement as we've done before with the other circles. And instead of writing out like forward or backward, we can give Tracy a pixel precise position where we want her to be. So we could just say go to, and then we do -177 200, and Tracy will go exactly to that point. Like, she will directly move the shortest way possible to that point. So I'm gonna start using the go to command, just because this is gonna become a lot more useful later on when compared to backward or forward. So I'm just gonna set Tracy to go to this point, which if we look at our like plane, we need 4 large circles that go from this end to the other end. What that means is that the circles are gonna have their midpoint, like the middle of the circle is gonna be somewhere here. Which, if this is -200 and this is -150, this should be like -175. So we're just gonna set Tracy to go to -175, 0. The way this works, like usual, is that your first number is the x-axis and your second number is the y-axis. So by telling Tracy to go to -175, 0, I'm just gonna go here. Oh, actually, I did that wrong. Or did I? Let me see. Pen down, and then we're gonna do a circle with a radius of 50. Because since this whole thing is 400 and we want 4 big circles, if you were to split it up into quarters, you get 50, 50, 50, 50. So if we try to run this, oh, she goes out. Let's change it to go to -150. Yeah, that makes more sense. That way the edge of the circle is at the edge of the world instead of outside. And this is pretty much we just gotta repeat this process. Now instead of going to -150, which is the midpoint for this circle, we're gonna go to -100. And the rest of the code should be the exact same. Oh, okay. This is fine. Mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. Let me try 0, 0. No, there's a huge gap in the middle. So if this goes, the first circle ends here. Let me try 125. That's not even negative 100. What about negative 50? Okay, there you go. Okay, it's by 50s. It's by 50. That makes sense. That's my bad. That's my bad. That makes sense. Oh no, that's not by 50s. That's by 100s. Anyways. Oof. And I can't control my keyboard. Okay. So in total we need 4 circles. So I'm just gonna do this 4 times. Like I said, this was by about 100s. So it should go negative 150, negative 50, 50, positive 150. Radius stays the same. We want these pen downs and pen ups to be, you want the pen up before Tracy moves to the new circle's position. That way she doesn't draw a huge line underneath all of them, because we don't need that. And that works. So you see, we got Tracy at the bottom of the last circle. It's 4 large circles that connect the world from edge to edge. And that should be it. Just gonna continue, and then this is in case you were in a classroom. So this really doesn't apply to us. I'm pretty sure this has to do with like peer reviewing, which in a real world scenario you are gonna do a lot of that. But in this case, I mean, I'm showing you the code. As always, I do encourage you to try to do the exercise first, and if you're like genuinely stuck and don't know what to do, come back here and then you can look at the answer or the explanation. So yeah, I'm gonna skip this for now. Now in this next, oh, this actually shouldn't be too bad. I guess we can do 2.2 as well. So this is just showing us that Tracy can make other shapes than just a circle. I believe this is a quiz. Yeah, okay. I mean, if Tracy's facing right, which of the following comments can be used to her raise up? I'm not too sure of these. Wait, A and C sound about right. Yeah. Oh, it's only 3 questions. Nice. Sorry, facing right. So she's facing right, and we turn her left by 90 degrees. She's gonna be facing north, and then left again. That's she's facing left, and then right again. So she should be facing up. Easy. So yeah, as I was saying, this is just showing us that Tracy can make other stuff, than just circles. There's a little bit of a challenge here. Just one command to the program that will change the output of the program from a square to a diamond is shown below. And in case you didn't know, the difference between this and a diamond is just that the diamond's like a little bit tilted to the side. So I'd say about 45 degrees. Let's do right. Yep, there you go. So a lot of this is very geometry based and whatnot. Like you need to have some semblance of geometry and some other maths. Knowing the coding, the programming language is one thing. The stuff you're gonna use to apply it with is another. So yeah, that's how you make that square into a diamond. Okay. So yeah, this is just gotcha. So without interfering with this, to make diagonal lines, we could use this forward and forward and forward and forward, but we already have our go-to function. So I'm gonna use that instead. So I'm just told Tracy to go to the upper left corner right here, which should be negative 200, positive 200. And then I'm gonna tell Tracy to turn right, which would be clockwise, I'm pretty sure, by 45 degrees. And then after that, we're gonna put the, oh, we should have a pen up before this. Sorry, I've been a bit sick recently. So we're gonna have the pen up. She's gonna move to this edge, and then after she's facing the right direction, which should be 45 degrees due southeast, she's gonna move 400. Yeah, forward 400. Now there should be a pen down before that. So there's that first line. Here's the second line. Oh, that's not good. So allow me to see. So she's gonna 90. Okay. I might have accidentally deleted a pen down. That's okay. Accidents happen. You're not always gonna get your code working on the first try. Nope, that does not solve that. Interesting. Alright, so this is the original code, right? Okay. So again, without interfering with that, we're gonna go to negative 200, 200, and then we're gonna turn right 45 degrees, and then we're gonna go forward. No. Let me see how that looks. First. Yeah, okay. So before that, we want the pen to be up, and then after, gonna want pen down. Yeah, there we go. Now we have the lines, and then we're gonna have her move forward by 400. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. I'm a little bit confused. Let's see. Is it more than 400? Is it? I thought the whole. Oh, wait. I thought the whole square was like. What? I think I might be putting Tracy a little bit. No, that's fine. Negative 200, 200. And then. Okay, let me try this instead. After she goes to negative 200, 200, I'm gonna take her afterwards to negative. Wait, no, sorry. 200, negative 200. And then let me delete that forward, because that go to is going to be our new forward. So we got these, and then we got diagonal. Nice. And then to do the other side, we're just going to put the pen up, and then we're going to go to the bottom left corner, which is going to be negative 200, negative 200. And then we're going to put the pen down again. And this is going to go to positive 200, 200. Oof. Wrong place to put those parameters. should give us this square. Let's go. Yeah, sounds about right. So first actual exercise we got for this unit is a rectangle with a width of 50 and a height of 100. So we gotta start abusing these go-to commands. So remember, Tracy's always going to start in the center. Actually, before I do any of these three, remember, try to pause, try to go and solve it yourself. Here's the instructions. It's really not that hard. As long as you know how to use your go-to combined with your little coordinate plane over here, this is really a piece of cake. Okay, so I'll give you a second to pause and go finish it. And we'll be right back. And I hope you paused and I hope you solved it. If not, and you had issues, well, that's what we're here for. So, Trace is going to start at 0, 0, and the short part of the rectangle is going to be 50 pixels long. So we're going to start by telling Tracy to just go 50, 0. Because remember, this first value is your x-axis. And as you can see, the x-axis is the short one in the rectangle picture. Remember also, Tracy always starts with her pen down. So Tracy always starts moving. After we tell Tracy to move 50, we're then gonna tell her to go 100 up, cause that was the other measurement. Yeah, height of 100. So the x is gonna stay the same in this case, but the y is gonna be 100, and that should give us half our rectangle exactly. And now we just need another one that is gonna take away this first x-axis, cause we're going to the left 50 now. So you don't, okay, yeah, don't do this, because if you do this, you're going to send Tracy all the way over here to negative 50 instead to 0, which is where she started. Like, that's not, yeah. Alright, sorry. If you were to do this, this is going to send you way out. There you go. So yeah, don't do that. You just need a 0 here, because the top of this is going to match the bottom where Tracy started. So here you keep your y-axis the same because we still want Tracy in this upper level. And then the last one should be 0, 0 because we want Tracy back at the beginning. And there you go. It's your rectangle. Pretty easy. Like I said, it's not too complicated. And anyways, we got 4 columns now. Which means we need 3 vertical lines separated with 4 columns, 100 pixels wide each. Nice. Okay, so I like coming over to the documentation a lot because this is practically what we have to use. If this very edge is negative 200 and this edge is 200 and we only need 3 lines, you're not going to use these edges. You're going to use these in the middle. So if this is negative 200 and this is 0, this is going to be a negative 100. And if this is 200 and this is 0, this is going to be a positive 100. So again, go and try to solve it yourself. Go ahead and pause it and come back if you have any issues or you just really don't know what you're doing. Okay, so first Tracy's gonna do a line in this point, which is at negative 150 in the x-axis. So we're gonna make her go to negative 150, and then the top of this point is, of course, gonna be at positive 200. However, before you do that, we don't want a giant diagonal line, so we're gonna put the pen up. Yeah, so pen up, go up here, and then pen down, and then we're gonna have Tracy go to the bottom of this line. So she's going to be at negative 150, 200. To go to the bottom, you keep the 150 because we're still in the same x-axis, but you're going to change the 200 for negative 200 on the y-axis. Does that make sense? Because, again, you went from 200 to negative 200, but you're still in the same x-axis coordinate. So, should look like this. And there's our first line. though that does not look quite right. Oh, oh, because it's not negative 150. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick. That's gonna be my excuse today. It should be 100, because again it's 400 long. So from negative 200 is not gonna only go to 150. This is 100. Um, that looks much better. Okay, so then we're just gonna copy this, and now we have our pen up, so we don't have a diagonal line in the middle. We're gonna go to 0, 200 this time, and then to 0, negative 200. Again, a lot of repetition. Once we get into loops, this is gonna be so much easier, and it's gonna use so much less space. So yeah, there's the first one, second one, and then one more time, except that this time we're gonna go to positive 100, 200, and then positive 100, negative 200. And that should do the trick. Now, it doesn't look the exact same as in the result world, because here they use like forward, right, left turns, whatever. That's why Tracy's facing down. But really, all it's asking for is the lines, and that's done. And the last exercise, tunneling. Tracy's stuck in her ground, needs to find her way out. Discombobulated, that's a nice long word. Which way is up at the start of the program? She's holding and facing a random direction on the program for tunnels. Oh. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. Find a way to get to start without. Okay. So they don't want her touching any worms or red pixels. So I'm gonna pause this for a second because I'm having a hard time figuring out if the directions want us to like have our code work regardless of Tracy's initial direction. I mean, okay, this is great. This is great. Um, this I'm assuming sets Tracy to face a specific way regardless of where she's looking at. So if we tried to do this on a case by case basis, you'd be stuck rewriting the first part of your code just to have Tracy look in the right direction. So yeah. Okay. So we're gonna use this. Set heading. I'm assuming this is in degrees. So 0 means Tracy's just facing the right. 90 means she's facing up. 270 would mean she's facing down. So we just need Tracy to start facing the right. So 90. Oh, my bad. 90's up. 90's up. I mean to the right, so it should be 0. It should be 0. There you go. See, she started facing down left, and now she's facing the right. I think this works if I just leave it as Seth H, like Seth, like the code, the function is Seth. Yeah, Seth 0. Seth 0. Okay, it's working. So now, because the map is the same, we don't really have to like make some pathfinding AI for Tracy. All we just need to do is move her forward by, that's like 100. then she's gonna face up, and then she's gonna go forward 50 because each tile is 50 pixels, allegedly, like width and length, because they're squares. And then we're gonna have her face the right again, and then move another 50, and then face up again, and then she should be in this tile, so 50, 100, 150. And then I'm gonna have her face left, which should be 0, 90, 180. And then after she faces 180, it's 50, 100, 150 again. Oh wait, there's a worm there. There's a worm there. There's a worm there. Cancel that. She's gonna face the right, and then 1, 2. So she's only gonna move 100. Then she's gonna face up. And she's gonna move 100. Then she's gonna face the right. So in case I didn't mention it, this set command is in degrees as well as the right and left commands. Except that the right and left commands are dependent to where Tracy is already facing. So Seth just overwrites that and just says, okay, face this specific direction regardless of where you were facing already. So it's just trying to see where I was at. Okay, we overshot that. So if I do it at 50, that should not touch the worm. And let me do pen up real quick because there is no green line in the result world. So there we go. Okay, and now she's facing right, so we're only gonna forward 50, and then face up again, and then 2. And yeah, that's just 2, so that's 100. And then she's gonna face to the left, which is 180 degrees. And now she should be up in this corner, so that's 50, 100, 150, 200. And then she's gonna face down, which is at 270 degrees. And then move forward one last time, 50 pixels. Excellent. Well, as I said, that should be it for today. The video already got way too long than what I thought it was going to be. Next time we're going to be looking into for loops. Very, very important stuff. If you were here for the Carol videos, this is very important. In any programming language, actually. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave any questions down below, and please like if this was helpful to you. I appreciate all of you, and have a very good day, week, whatever it is for you. Have a good one. See you.